Hi everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. In today's session, we are going to learn about event handling in JavaScript. We will explore add event listener, the event object, and also see how event bubbling and capturing work. So let's get started. So why should we learn event handling? Well, events are what make website interactive. Like whenever a user clicks a button, types in an input, hovers a menu, or presses a key. All of these are events, and without handling them, your website would be just be static. Now, an event is simply an action from the user or the browser. For example, mouse event, click mouse over or double click. And keyboard events like key down, key up, form events like submit or change the input, and even browser events like resize or scrolling. Now, let's see how we can handle these events using the dot add event listener. And let's move to VS Code. So here I have a simple basic HTML form with this page, and by here I have just a button click me and a script tag. Now I am attaching an event listener to this and when I click the button, it shows an alert by using this alert button click. Now, this approach is a cleaner and more flexible than using an on-click directly in the HTML, and it even allows multiple listeners. So let me show in the practical in a working way. So if I click on this, I get a alert button and alert show button click here. So this is done by this using this dot add event listener, and when I click, I get a alert button click. So it is a cleaner and flexible, and by using it even allows multiple listener. Now whenever an event occurs, JavaScript also gives us an event object. This object contains details like what type of event it was and which element trigger it. So let me show you. So here I have a const button, and I get the button by document.get element by id, and I am adding a event listener by btn.add event listener click, and when it click, it shows event.type event.target. Let me show you in the practical way. So when I click, it gives the event.type as a click and event.target as a button. So this event object is super useful. The key properties you will use most often are event.type, e.target, e.preventDefault, which stop the default action, and apart from these those there are few more: event.currentTarget, event.preventDefault, and event.stop propagation. So these are the stop propagation or stop the event from bubbling up, prevent default, prevent the default behavior. So let's look at a practical example with stopping a form from automatically submitting. So let me comment this first. Now I have a form here by a simple input and a button. And I am adding this get element by id my form here, and adding the event listener here submit, and on submit I get a alert which gives the form submission prevented here. Now when I type something like and click on this submit button, I get alert form submission prevented, and when I click, I just see this reload here. But how can I prevent this? I prevent this by using this e.preventDefault by using this event. Now focus on this loading button. I get alert. Now see, this does not reload the page, and our input is also here. It does not go anywhere. So I can handle it with my own code, like showing a message, sending data with fetch, or validating input in the forms. Like So now one more important concept, event flow, is the event flow. When you click on deeply nested element, like the event does not just stop there. By defaulting, JavaScript uses bubbling, where the events start from the child and move up to the parents elements. So there is also capturing, which does the opposite from parent down to child. For example, if you click on an li and inside an ul tag inside a div, the event fires on a li first, then bubbles up to the ul, then to div. So let's summarize this. Events make your site interactive. Use addEventListener instead of inline handler. The event object gives you detail and control, and finally bubbling and capture during the define how event travel in the DOM. So that is for the today's, how to handle events in JavaScript. In the next video, we will go deeper into the event delegation, and which helps you manage event efficiently on multiple elements. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to JD Codebase for more short and practical tutorials. See you in the next one.